This video we will take a look at creating a discussion forum. Go to your Communication tab, click on Discussions. This video will be narrated by Kevin Cormer.
First button here that's in blue titled New. So we'll have two options to create a forum and a topic. Now, one thing I do want to mention is that desire to learn discussions are a lot like content, where in content you have to have a module or a folder created before you add any files to that folder. So discussions are set up in a similar manner in that you have to create a forum and then you can add your topics to that forum afterwards. However, a forum is essentially like a big folder that would hold all of your discussion topics in. So the first thing we'll do here is we'll click this new forum, and then this will bring us into an area where we can fill out the properties for the forum. So we're just going to put in a title. So maybe we want to call this the chapter 1 discussion forum, and we'll get the students to use this area to discuss items that are covered in chapter 1. And then the second option here, it allows you to create a new topic in this forum with the same title. So if we check that off, what it would do is it would create the forum for us as well as creating the topic at the same time, and the topic would have exactly the same title as the forum. And we can go on and we can change that if we want to. But what this does is it saves you going in and after you've created the forum and creating the topic. Now, if you do want to create multiple topics or group topics or anything like that where you're going to have more than one topic in this forum, then you probably don't want to select this option. However, if you are only having one topic in this forum, then yeah, that's the option you would want to select. And then under the description area here, we can actually put in a description of this discussion forum. So I can put in something like, please use this space to discuss items covered in chapter 1. Alright, so we'll just scroll down here. And now under the options area, there's allow anonymous posts. So if I select this, it just says, selecting this option will allow users to post anonymously to topics created within this forum. Anonymous posts display with the author anonymous in this thread. So essentially, if you do check that off, any student who posts in this thread, it's going to show anonymous next to their name, so their name will be in no way attached to their posting. And just keep in mind that as the instructor, it's also anonymous to you. So selecting that anonymous option will make it anonymous to absolutely everybody in the course, including instructors and TAs. The second option, a moderator must approve the individual post before they display in the forum. If we click the little question bubble here, it says, selecting this option will require a moderator to approve posts to topics created within this forum before they display to users. So essentially, if you check that option, what will happen is that any post that's made by a student will go to a moderator who essentially would be the instructor, and the instructor would have to approve it before the message is displayed for the other students in the course. And then under the availability, if we expand this, so if we just click the show forum availability options, what will happen is we'll have some visibility options here. So what this means is by default the forum is always visible, meaning that as soon as we create the forum, if this option is selected, which it probably will be unless you change it because it is the default, the students will have access to the forum. Now, if, for example, you're creating a forum and you're titling it maybe Chapter 4 forum, and you don't want the students to have access to it until you cover Chapter 4, then you may want to have it hidden from the student's view and then, open it up for them when you cover Chapter 4. And this third option, forum is visible for a specific date range. So what you can do is you can put in start and end dates that the students have access to to this forum and to the topics within this forum. So if, for example, this was a forum on Chapter 4 and you only wanted them to see it during the time that you're covering Chapter 4, well, then you can go in and you can put in the start and end dates. So what will happen is once the end date is passed, the students will no longer have this forum available to them, meaning that they won't see it at all under the discussions area. Now, maybe you do want them to have access to the forum for maybe study purposes or whatever, but you don't want them to be able to go on and post after the date that you cover, for example, Chapter 4. So what you can do is if we just click this show locking options, just so we expand that, what it'll do is it'll present to us the same three options. So unlock forum, again, would be the default. And what this means is that the students always have the ability to go on and post and reply, create topics, that kind of thing within this forum. Now, if we select the lock forum, what this does is it locks a forum for the students, basically meaning that they can't go on and post anymore. However, as long as the forum is still visible to them, they'll be able to go on and see any items that are discussed in it. And then you can unlock it for a specific date range. So again, if you want this to be unlocked for the 2 weeks or the week that you're maybe covering items in chapter 4, for example, you could go in and you could put start and end dates. And once the end date is passed, the students will no longer be able to post. All right, and then there's also options here to display in the calendar. So if we selected this option, what it would do is if you do set start and end dates, it would put the start and end dates within the student's calendar so that they know the actual dates that the forum is available for them to go on and view and post. And I'm just going to select the unlock forum here, and I'm just going to go up to the availability or visibility here and make it so that the forum is unlocked and visible for them. And then you have a few options. You can save and close, save and add topic. So if you didn't select the option to create a topic with the same title at the top of the page, you would want to select this option because you'd want to go on and add your topic so the students can begin discussing things within this forum. I guess the third option here is just a save or a cancel. But what I'm going to do is I'm just going to press the save and close because I want to show you that right here we have our Chapter 1 discussion forum all created and ready to go. We have our little description here that we created. And now what we're ready to do is go on under the New button and create our new topic. So this concludes the tutorial on creating a forum within Desire to Learn version 10.2.